You were fine.
A moment ago we had 3 minutes and we had I was checking when the full moon will be.
And when will it be?
Monday in the morning, so Sunday to Monday in the night. I was prepared on Sunday. Okay, good morning, Tina. No.
Leno.
They are not. Oh, you read that one.
You get your cards out.
I will hold my card.
Thanks, Heidi, for greeting everybody.
Thank you.
We
Heidi.
really, really do appreciate it. And hi, VJ Gier, Tina Leno, Deborah Smith. They are narcissists.
That's the one that I will
Sylvia
break
Strong,
my tongue on.
Alexis, Deborah Smith, Diane, Irma Lee, Arctic Flocks, Blue Moon, Green Eyed Girl, BP is here as well. Chris Merari, Merari. I don't quite know how to pronounce that.
Oh, BP is that too.
Yeah. Vicky Sigler. Welcome, everyone. Suzanne Borneman, Lily Rose, Kelly Baugh, Campbell Susan.
Hey, thank you so much for coming. And our deepest prayer for everyone who is affected by that fire in California. It's so scary. It's overwhelming. I checked with Linda and she wrote to me, I'm 800 kilometers away, so don't worry about me. But, California, like when there was fires in Alberta, everyone was asking us if we are safe.
Yeah, we were fine.
We were fine. We were about 1,000 kilometers away from those.
We didn't get much smoke, though, not like Calgary.
No, but there were some days that it was foggy.
Mm-hmm.
So it is... and I wonder how Don will deal with it because he don't believe in the climate change. That's Democrats' idea. Republican can't think that way. I'm not allowing you to think because I'm the boss and I'm the king and he's getting ready to extend his territory to Canada, New Greenland and Panama.
And change it, the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. He says, doesn't that sound better?
Oh, because,
of course,
he wants to name it some of his Gulf of America. So you can change the names of, instead of Mar-a-Lago Gulf of America. Go away. I can't wait for him.
I'm waiting to see what else he wants his name changed on. Anyways, it'll be there soon enough, whatever it is. And then hopefully he'll be gone. He's in the out. He sure triggers you lately.
He is triggered, and Cheryl wrote, he wants to talk about me.
Yeah, it's all about
did you talk about me? Me.
No.
I love that comment.
I mean, the comment, I was watching, you sent me this morning.
The Colbert.
Yeah, Colbert, his thing on Monday night. And he had where Jeffries made the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of
fight.
We have to fart. And then he corrected himself and said, fight. So Colbert says, yes, we should be farting too.
Yeah. Hard farting on Trump.
Anyways, it's good to have a sense of humor. Heidi's asking, with all the chaos that Trump is creating, is it a smokescreen for something else he's up to?
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3.
He don't want to talk about his papers, his legal stuff. So he wants to make a smoke somewhere else. So we are
diversion.
Yeah,
that's how he operates.
To see some surprises that might be stabbing him. He wants to feel secure, and he wants to fulfill his dream as soon as possible.
He could be secure in a prison.
Much securer than anywhere else.
I know.
And I said there will be attempts on him, on his life, and I have the feeling that so many people will be really pissed off. And they are twisting the information about this guy, 39-year-old, very much a veteran, but he was still working. Actually, he was not veteran. He was still on a duty. The one who exploded in front of the Trump Tower. And they are making, he loved Trump. Of course he loved Trump. And because he loved Trump so much, he offered his life in a Tesla car. Oh gosh, that's such a proof of love.
Well, don't love me so much.
No. I would rather Ford. Entertainment only. And I'm bad girl. I am bad girl. And it's nice to be bad. I'm sorry.
Tina Lanou is asking, why is it that 45 seems to think the U.S. is subsidizing Canada? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Well, he should show us his marks from school. He was such a good student.
Well, they were warned that they could never show it.
No, that's what I'm saying. One of the professors said he was his worst student. They were pushing him because the father had connections with the high-ranking people in the school. Because he knows that he thinks that we are leaning on him, but we are bringing money. He wants to make some hard work, and he's watching the reaction from the world. So he thinks that if he will be spreading the lie often enough, like
well, that's what he did in the book. Spread lies until they believe it.
They believe it.
Yeah. That's what he's always done.
Brainwash people. I will tell you, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I would. You tell me enough.
I will have to tell myself.
Maybe pay me to.
I will have to tell myself.
Suzanne Borneman, will Trump withhold aid to California because it is a blue state?
Will Trump what?
Withhold aid to California because it is a blue state. We were just talking about that.
Yeah. And I said that will be backfire at him. 3 cards.
1.
And today he said, it's fault of Democrats.
Yes, right. 2. 3.
He will try it and his hands will be burned. So they will do something to
withhold aid?
Yeah, he will try it. He will not be very seriously involved with it. Crying over broken relationships. So even the Republicans who are living in California, they might go different direction and they might party with other, with Democrats or other independents.
Well, he doesn't want the Republican Party anyways.
He don't care because he has the syndrome of kingdom and he can make the kingdom last for generation.
And oh my, he has invited the king and queen plus William and Kate to the inauguration.
And I don't think they will come.
Really? He's going to be the next big leader of this big continent. He'll go after South America too, because it's all one.
I wonder who will really show up. Xi said that he will come.
Really?
That's what.
Too bad Putin can't come because he can't leave the country.
They will be pulling his pants down right away. Well, no, with Trump he might, because Trump will let him go back.
Did you do cards on that one too?
Oh no. So it was
withholding aid to California. 1, 2, 3.
I'm in an old-fashioned movie, well, in the 60s, even 70s beginning. In Poland, we were watching the rolls moving in the cinema,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, sometimes it would break. It would stop, everyone was making noise. Guy, work fast, work fast.
Because they have to splice it back together again.
Yes, and then he has to reglue and wait for a moment so it will be reglued. So he will be doing that delays, stopping and then doing, stopping, and people will be impatient. They will be, like that was the way we were whistling, we were and screaming, because it was usually very good moment, sometimes erotic moment, whatever, and it will stop. He will have the power and he will do whatever he please, because the magic will be on his side. It's not going to be easy journey. So one moment he will be helping, another moment he will be stopping, cutting, symbol of someone with the sword, or operational, I'm saying, giving it. So someone wrote a nice comment.
They are narcissus. Anyways, no, you have a terrible sense of humor. We can change Niagara Falls to American Falls. Don't you put that into his mind.
Don't even think.
That's a good one, though.
Change for false teeth. I know I have terrible sense of humor.
Oh, indeed.
And I like to have it. I'm sorry. My mom didn't have any sense of humor, and her life was not easy to go through, because she never took anything with the grain of salt. Everything was so serious. My husband asked her once, when she was sweeping the steps outside the townhouse we were renting, and he was coming from work and she's dancing with the broom, and he asked her, "Mom, are you flying away?" He called me a witch. He don't like me. I said, "Well, Mom, it's a joke." "No, it's not a joke." He called me a witch. So, okay, I can call you witch too, and stop crying. She went upstairs and to her bedroom. She didn't show up for a few hours. Maybe she was on a diet that day even. Because, and I had to explain to her, it's a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor. No, that was so rude. Mom, he is a guy. Would you accept that from your son-in-law?
Well, I always look at it, I mean, one finger pointed at you, three actually are really about them.
Okay, so it's just
it's not about the person that they're pointing the finger at.
Yeah, it's a joke.
But it's when you accept it as a possibility. Like if somebody said to me, "Cheryl, you're too tall," I wouldn't believe it. But if they said something else, I'd take it personally. Maybe.
The girl was standing on, a lady was standing on the scale, and she's arguing with the scale. "You bad scale, you make me fat." It's sometimes we have to accept the life the way it is.
Now, with 45 flooding the media with his nonsense, like invading Greenland and Panama, economic force against Canada, plus calling the Canada-US border an artificially drawn line.
Maybe he will spend money on building the
maybe we could have a wall.
Well,
it's a long wall. And there'd be two of them because Alaska's up there too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No one is coming from that side. Just wolves.
But with all this talk and everything, Greenland's leader is now pushing for independence from
Belgium.
From Denmark, yeah.
Denmark. Oh, sorry.
It's Denmark.
Yeah.
Does this have anything to do with Don Junior's recent visit.
He went yesterday, extension of the kingdom.
Yeah.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
And he took the official daddy's plane, Trump.
Oh, the Juanita Express. That
Was it
one?
The Trump Express.
Well, that was Epstein's plane, the
Was
Juanita
it?
Express.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they are hiding secret cameras there. I think that's because Greenland is now on the, and I predict that he will actually take it under his wings, Trump.
Take Greenland?
I said marriage. So I'm sorry, one way or another. Shaky tower for Greenland, cheating. And yeah.
Did he offer them anything to do it? Because it's a small population and they have to vote on it.
56,000 people, I think.
What did he offer? Did he bribe them or something? 2, 3.
It is easy to bribe them. But he's showing them his pockets are empty. So maybe he will send mass national family. He will cause a problem for the country, and they will think about making that decision.
Now,
but they are not happy to be colony to start it with.
Well, didn't Denmark just, and Heidi, you can answer this, didn't Denmark just change their emblem, their emblem, whatever, their coat of arms, and have Greenland put in the middle of it? I thought I read something like that, and maybe she knows that. So that's a shame if they do that. That opens doors if he was allowed to do that. Mm-hmm. But I'm still counting on him not being there. I still see him gone.
And I noticed someone just wrote a comment here. And Julie Christian, and she's thanking Janet and Tom for sponsoring the reading for her. Thank you.
I can read this part. Violetta is a gem.
Thank you. But if you can repeat that comment and after the video, because these comments will be kind of diluted.
In the live, yeah. It would be nice if it was posted after the video,
because
when the replay comes up.
Yeah, that way it stays.
It helps. Yeah.
It helps. I'm sorry to bother you, but I noticed, Julie, that you had
You took a breath now?
Oh, I thought about things related to Julie, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. So Mary says Trump is already blaming Governor Newsom for the LA fires.
That's
Typical
what
idiot.
I said, yeah.
Blue Moon is asking, what has Merrick Garland been up to lately? 1, 2, 3.
Weird vision. Baby Trump, and he is like, oh baby, stop crying, you know.
He should have been in the Supreme Court, not as Attorney General.
No, because he was terrible as the DOJ. He was too slow now. When he was dealing with Oklahoma story, he was young, vibrant, and he did good job. And, you know, sometimes choices are not always the best for people. He wants to be as secure as possible, Garland. He is isolated, and he's old, gray beard, good guy. Yeah. He wants security for USA. He thinks that way.
And by handing it to Trump, he thinks that it's going to be secure. I cannot handle this for another 4 years or beyond. I don't even know whether they'll have another election.
I don't think he will be to the end. Honestly, I think something will happen to him. So this is the only way I can imagine.
I think there are going to be 3 of them that are going to be going soon. Anyways, Kelly McCall has mentioned here, Bezos gave Melania $40 million for the rights to license her documentary for a short period of time. Well, I can imagine how much she's paid to be at the events, because she seems happy now again.
Well, she's making money.
I know, money.
And she's surrounded by those multimillionaires, and she's hoping to catch another fish eventually.
Well, I'm sure there's one, wasn't it her hairdresser or something, her stylist for fling?
But
she's well paid.
He's well paid. Maybe he's doing extra job on the side just for entertainment.
Beverly is asking, will Biden remain active in politics or in the world arena when he leaves the White House?
That one is easy.
2, 3.
Sleeping Beauty. He will be a Sleeping Beauty. Now he will leave to the woman, to Kamala. He will be a little bit reminding the people, because he wants to show the good, so he might be doing some memories, writing.
Well, he'd have his library to do.
Yeah, and he will be going like to the history on the pedestal. He knows that he tried his best to be as good president as he could be
during these difficult times.
It was very difficult, and the age was playing role, and he is.
It didn't help that they did go after his son. That caused a lot.
No, and so many things. He didn't have the very fast acting DOJ that will change everything. And he tried to be as proper as possible, and both of them were too proper.
Paulette is asking, Maximum is asking about, seems that 45 is following Putin, attack Greenland, Panama, Canada. Do you see him achieving this? Well, there's one thing that's interesting about that. With the attack on the sovereign Ukraine, that opened the door because he sees Putin doing it. Now it's okay to go and do this. And so Trump is trying to.
And I have to go back to Ukraine
superpower.
And Russia.
Mm-hmm.
They were very close as countries. Mm-hmm. They speak similar language. They were fighting in Second War together. The army was even trained by the Russians before. So, and a lot of families were mixed between Ukrainian and Russians. Mm-hmm. I do reading sometimes for people who are both from one country and for another, and what the bad thing it is. I know my father was German, my mom Polish. That was not helpful in the marriage, believe me. And they married after the war, and they were young. And so it is not helpful. And he thinks that Canada is friends with USA, to the point that if he will make us enemies, it will be the way to create the chaos. And he thinks, they have families in USA, USA has families, Americans has families in Canada. That's nothing to me. I can create chaos and they will be hating each other guts. And it's possible.
That's all it is. That's all it is about, is creating fear and hate and division.
And they are taking advantage of us. We are feeding them.
Yeah, right.
BS. But, he wants to create that.
But he only received, and that's not even legitimately, as 49% of the vote, the cast vote. And there wasn't a lot of difference between Kamala and him.
No, but today's day, he said they are still counting votes. Mm-hmm. That was his words on Mar-a-Lago. They are still counting. So he was.
I have more votes coming in. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it reminds me very much, because remember I've mentioned about our Premier Smith, Alberta Premier Smith. I mean, she's kind of joined. She's invited by Trump for the inauguration as well. Mm-hmm. But she recently had a leadership review on November the 3rd. And it was interesting because I have the United Conservative Party. I have their newsletters. I'm on their list for newsletters. And she's talking about, even on Fox News, she has 91% support of Albertans. She won by 52% of the cast vote, and only 59% of Albertans voted who were eligible to vote. And then her leadership review was attended by 608 people, and she received 91% support of them. So she received the support of 500 and some people, and then she says all Albertans, 553.
Not everyone, even in her party, is for her.
No.
And I remember when
that's all of Alberta, though, 533
when they were
people.
coming to the door, and I said, I'm not going to vote for this person because she will be supporting Smith. And she said, no, we have enough of her.
Yeah, I said the same thing, and that this person, and now this person is, well, in government again, in a prominent position.
But they are not even telling their own people the truth.
No, but I really sympathize with all the propaganda that's used, because it's not right. But I mean, she's really out there on Fox News.
And Alberta is like Texas to USA.
It's called, it's a mini Texas.
Mini Texas, and that's what she is feeling strong, that if she will take that province away from Canada. So she is thinking to
well, she doesn't have much support, so she's trying a whole bunch of things, and we can only fight for it. So we're gonna.
Caroline Shine, thank you so much for telling us that you Americans love us. I believe I am dealing with you, and I don't have any bad comments, hateful comments towards us. But I'm saying how easy it was for Putin to destroy the sovereignty,
to create a rift between the two countries,
the sovereignty of Ukraine. And because in his country he is a king, he can put the muzzle on everyone, and Trump wants to do the same thing.
But we're not independent. I mean, we're part of the Commonwealth, the British Commonwealth. So.
And yesterday Facebook announced Zuckerberg with Meta, otherwise known as Facebook. He said there will be no
restrictions on propaganda.
We will be letting whatever is coming our way, we will be letting in, and put your tail to your mouth.
Well, I appreciated the recent thing on Midas Touch, where Ben Meiselas was interviewing Singh, our NDP leader Singh. You know, other NDPs have gone on there as well.
He's the one with the turban.
And he's our NDP leader. But anyways, he just really laid it out. And then Ben had said, when you're on other programs, they always cut you off for your answers because they don't like what he's saying. And he says, but you have a chance to talk now. And he said some really good things, and it's true. I mean, it's even about Poilievre, who I think is going to go down too.
I don't like Poilievre. I didn't like him. He looks like a teacher. I have something to tell you. He is a bad boy or whatever. Yeah, he is that kind of kid who was at the school telling everything to the teachers. And
now BP is asking when Melonia, Melon, breaks up
with the mask the mask, but no, he has mouth, so with the mask on his eyes.
Will he spill the tea and expose Trump's dirty laundry?
Well, apparently he was complaining that he has enough of Melania because he moved 300 yards from him. Yes.
Yeah, he's renting a different suite.
Guest little cottage. So what is the question about Melania?
When Melonia breaks up, will he expose the tea? Will he spill the tea and expose Trump's dirty laundry?
Can you count?
1, 2, 3,
It will be like a truck going into the crowd, so it will be a damaging. Like, those big vehicles when they drive to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to celebrate everything so far. He wants to feel like a leader, and then the dirty laundry, the secrets will come out if he is not treating the way he wants to be treated.
Well,
and he said he is going to be shadow president. He said that even on the tape with Nathan. Yahoo! So yeah, Nathan is having he had a surgery on the prostate.
Yeah, BB,
and he has cancer. So he might be out of hand. Another thing. Trump is so proud that now they will be debating about the discharge of the hostages. He is so happy. And I think it's the same thing like Reagan did to Carter. Carter was leaving.
Held off on the hostage returns.
Until I will be in the office. So, it's the same thing. I think that, and I said that long time ago that it is that Bibi will be doing whatever Trump he wants to do to postpone. He don't care about hostages. He just wants Trump to be feeding from his palm.
Blue Moon is asking, what is the future of Facebook since Zuckerberg is not fact-checking? 1, 2, 3.
Some people will stay it. I'm sorry. It will stay it. They know that TikTok is old, but they will stay it with TikTok. They will stay it with, and so many people are staying with X, even they know it's propaganda. So many people will still be there. They will have more power. Some secrets will be coming, but some people will leave the platform because of the secrets. So, this is the cave. They will get free and they will move with their lives, but not everyone.
Now, Blue Sky started because of people leaving X.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be something else like Facebook that will start to take over those, entice people to that platform?
I'm not even active on Facebook for years.
Neither am I.
But I was.
1, 2, 3.
Eventually, yes. Because it will be a card house, the Facebook, it will be like a card house. So eventually it might collapse with a little push or wind. And so there will be another platform that will bring more money, more security, more fighting for the rights. But they will go quiet to calm people down. We have to wait what will come out with Don. I said that there will be 2 attempts on him. So we have to see how successful someone will be.
One was with a drone.
Yeah.
Sitting and waiting. Anyways, 45 has asked the Supreme Court to back his Friday hush money sentencing case, to block it in New York. Will SCOTUS interfere with this case? It's supposed to go sentencing on Friday. And of course, there's going to be no jail time, but still has to be sentenced. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I know my husband was doing some joke on kids, and I don't know how he was doing, and it looked like he was making his finger to be removed or something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how it was, but it is like disconnecting and a little bit magic, a little bit of for fun, and so it will be something that he will disconnect this and let this to go.
SCOTUS will let this proceed?
I think so. Scott, yeah, the DOJ. They will have to be cutting a lot of stuff, but people will be educated and he will be loved by people.
Oh, maybe.
Not Trump. No, I'm talking about the Smith.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Smith. This is the hush money one. And
Yeah. Oh, I thought that's Smith who is delivering that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So whoever will be delivering this will be the love guy.
Well, Trump gets something where he gets at least something that says that there is law and order.
I have to understand what I'm asking because I might go the wrong direction.
Yeah, this is the Friday, the hush money case.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is sentencing that has been delayed.
Oh, okay.
And remember, the judge's daughter was attacked as well, who's a Democrat. So he's asked that SCOTUS to interfere in it and stop it. 1, block it. 2, 3.
SCOTUS will disconnect themselves. So that's the finger that it will be disconnected. Love, angel of work and excitement, and the law will prevail.
Good. Well, he won't be allowed into Canada. Can't have a criminal record. Maybe he can do another T-shirt with his
mug.
Oh, and then maybe he has to go through the whole process.
What do you mean?
The physical check. Who knows? SKB 10.
It's such amazing how the future generation will be looking at this and telling, how could they choose him? Did they have a brains? Did they see what he was like the first time? And who was capable of choosing him? He was such a bad apple, and they will be not able to see it. And I said there was cheating going on, and eventually we will learn what kind of cheating was there, because there was something wrong going on.
Laurie Sue Craig and Clement is asking, at this moment in time, do you foresee Trump successfully being inaugurated?
I know Cheryl today, and she gave me those roads, but I told her I have to wait until I will charge them completely for
Sunday night,
because I don't use the cards before they are full charge. So she was asking me question, and I might these roads without being charged. They said that he wouldn't be inaugurated. And then you wrote me today that you did the same thing with your...
Every time I've done it, I've never ever seen him in there.
So I don't know.
But I think that this report that's coming out and the international component of it.
But I said that he will be... There will be some I saw the storm coming, and Bannon invited so many of Trump supporters day before, yes? That's day before?
Trump supporters?
Yeah, to Washington. So those Trump supporters might have different opinion now than they had before. So that might be the chaos between even some of them, between themselves.
Well, you saw them, the MAGA group, stomping on their hats.
Yeah, eventually they will be having enough of him. Well, they are living in California. They are living in different states, and if someone is telling them, "Oh, this is black," and you are looking at this and you think, "No, it's white," then eventually some of them will say it. Be honest with yourself.
Suzanne Bornman says that she heard that MAGA is calling the inauguration ball the coronation ball.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Now,
And
curious.
he will be sitting on the throne.
Well, he always does sit on a throne. It's a gold one that he paints.
The white one with the handle.
Well, it was interesting because when he was inaugurated the first time, his speech was so disturbing to me because it was just division. It was just a terrible, terrible speech about what was coming ahead. Patricia Sturgis is asking, why didn't Biden and Kamala ask for recounts?
That's
1, 2, 3.
They were waiting and waiting for another sunrise, another sunrise, another sunrise, that they were not feeling that they are ready for the battle. They wanted to share. They didn't want to cause his family to cause the battle. So they were afraid that there will be a fight, civil war.
Civil War?
So they were afraid of that.
I wonder if something else is coming. I'm still hopeful.
You are still hopeful.
Yep,
I wish
am.
I will be
Something bigger, bigger, bigger.
I wish I was never saying that I'm seeing this in good colors. I saw a White House empty, so that's still
So he's not moving in right away.
not clear for me. And maybe Melania will move and he wouldn't.
No, Melania doesn't want to move in with him, except for just little shows that he has to pay major money to. Now, the next question is SKB.
Melania.
Oh, Melonia. Yeah, maybe he can take up Melania's room.
Yeah, that will be next to him.
SKB 1007. Will Don end up being buried next to his ex-wife Ivana on his golf course with overgrown grass and weeds?
How disrespectful that is.
1, 2, 3.
He will cut himself in pieces, so I will be buried here a little bit and have monument somewhere else. So it's like slaughtering.
Would he actually be buried beside her?
Well, I saw the slaughtering the cow in half.
Well, maybe his hair or his wig will be there. I'm nasty.
Good. You were sitting next to me. She was such a good girl always.
I was until 7 years ago when I met her.
You were better now. The whole world will be watching. He would like to still have a fun after death, or maybe so he will be buried between two of them.
Oh,
half of you and half of you. But he would like to be in a safe place.
A mausoleum. Great, big, with labeled with Trump
family.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
He could do that on the golf course.
Golf course. Yeah, that's what he said. He wants to build a little sanctuarium there for himself. And
do you have any idea when the fires will be stopping in California?
I see a train. So, it is like from one place we'll be moving to another and another. Like those singers, especially the black singers, they love to have that heavy gold chains. So I see this train and it's connected one led to another. So it's not going to be right away stop. Eventually it will be, but the time is still ahead. It will take a while. So it will be very vivid, very bold and visible, because those trains that those superstars are wearing, they are heavy. I don't know how they can wear them, but that's like the
Mhm.
goldie. So it will be very expensive fire and very remarkable and horrible the same way. Even the whole California coast will have to go through some different changes and build the fences, walls between the places sometimes, so there will be no spreading the fire in the future.
So they'll put up some sort of a fire guard.
Something like that.
Denise has given an update here. Yes, they did change the coat of arms for Denmark. They did put, because I had read that they put Greenland in the middle of the coat of arms, that it's theirs.
Something good is coming out of it, but I'm so afraid that I saw Greenland and USA being married. So
well, they are in a way right now, even because the base, there's an Air Force base or something on Greenland.
Yeah, American. And it will be very expensive to fight for it. But if he will offer some money, I think that will be the easiest way for him to move the country for himself. I'm sorry, I don't want that to happen. It's not that I want, but in a marriage of convenience, I said, so the bride wouldn't have anything to say.
Dorian X8U, do you see Pete Buttigieg as a senator next year? One, two, three.
I pull for cards. Eventually, he will be a senator. I'm not seeing him as a president yet, but as a senator. He is so bright. It will be hard not to.
Yeah, he takes on Trump or Fox News.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit for some people problematic that he is openly gay and he is married to a guy, but he will choose different province, different place to move.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be from different place fighting for the Senate seat. He will be fighting, and some sadness. So I don't know. Maybe the first time he might not win.
Well, he's also got a young family, so he's a young man.
Yeah, and extremely bright.
Vicky Sigler is asking, I heard that Trump made a speech that the windmills are causing the whales to beach themselves.
Oh, yeah. I heard
Do you
that.
see anything different? And especially the windmills by his Scotland golf course. Because he doesn't like those.
Because they are not allowing him to have a perfect view.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
I think the heat of the water is more problematic for the whales than the windmill. The water is too hot for them. Some getting out of the cave, they will have to make some rules about the security of for the world and the wealth, the security, and they will have to make some rules. So he doesn't want that. I don't know if the windmills are the reason. I think it's the hot water. And yes, there is more whales dying.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how much of that is also about the poles changing.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things going on underneath this earth.
And so many earthquakes and so many fires, and it is related to the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Linda G. Comanche, she wrote me, she knew in advance for a few days that the wind was so hot and that can cause the fires. I remember she told me a long time ago that she was evacuated 2 times already. So living in California is not easy. We have fires, but mostly on the north part of Alberta, where they have a lot of those trees.
Mm-hmm.
And my father-in-law, he came in and he said, "Why are your trees so narrow, so slim?" I said, "Well, they don't grow big.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have those heavy trees like oaks or anything. We just have the match holders, the matches, because they look like a mattress, the Christmas tree, pine trees everywhere. And then they one little fire and it's sweet."
Well, even though Canada doesn't allow any criminals to come in, if, I'm putting it as if, 45 actually is inaugurated and comes to Canada, will he be arrested? That should be on TV. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on.
Well, he's president. That week's.
Yeah, he will drive on the chariot for the security of both countries, and it's just for the work. No, sorry, Canada will ban it.
And Roxanne had, about.
And I think they have sometimes for the sports people some dispensers.
Roxanne is saying, Violetta said he will destroy the separation of powers in the U.S. He's already doing that by having that Vivek and Melon outside of government, deciding on what the cuts are and everything. They're actually going against what the Congress is supposed to be doing, was oversight of all that money. So he's already trying to separate it out. But why is he so vocal right now? I find it so easy. He's not even in as the next president yet. He's still a past president. He's still an ordinary citizen. But he is coming out with the craziest stuff. He's got this loud, loud voice. 1, 2, 3.
He's like a toddler. Give me attention. Give me good attention, bad attention, but give me attention.
Any attention is good, no matter what.
Whatever. That's feeling him secure. He doesn't want to be close in a cave. And what he put, he will receive. So eventually it would backfire at him. And I told you today that those fires in California will backfire on him as well. People will start seeing him.
Well, disasters. He's going to take away the disaster funding.
Yeah. I put the cards away.
Mm-hmm.
And for the prayers, Dr. Angie is asking for prayers for all of us with hope that we can make some changes, positive changes, by praying outcome of Trump's craziness, that something good will come out of, that people will vote, who voted for him will see his real truth, the real truth about him.
Well, he's burning bridges internationally, surely.
And I don't think he even, I tried to talk with my son, he was pro-Trump, and he said, we are not going to talk about politics. But we had that agreement before, so.
Now, what's interesting
and
is
my brother in Germany is not sending me any more links about.
Yeah, he's pro-Trump too.
He was. I think he was. He is now started to think, because there are no links about Kennedy Jr., no links about Trump. But before, he was all the time sending me and driving me nuts. I love my brothers and both. But one of them, who lives in Germany, was eating too much of the news from TikTok. His wife told him eventually, if you don't stop, I will divorce you. So, it is annoying for people.
Now, Trudeau, our prime minister, has resigned as leader of the party, so they have to elect somebody else. But there's a period in there where he asked the parliament to be on hold right now for 3 months. It goes until March before they can have a non-confidence vote. But what's interesting is that there also is a report coming out about election interference. And they're waiting. I think there may be a connection between this waiting the time that he's taken now because he won't resign until they have a new leader, and then he'll resign, and then an election will be taking place. But there's a time here now where this report is coming out internationally on election interference and Russia, etc. I wonder how that's going to affect the Conservative Party in Canada with Poilievre, because you see the next Prime Minister of Canada a woman.
Yeah, I put the cards away.
Yeah, but you did see her as a woman.
Yeah, so something will be coming to the surface, and we will see everywhere that was.
And you also never saw our premier remaining as premier.
Well, it said that he will be fighting not to go, and he did.
No, our premier,
no. But Trudeau, I said he wouldn't like to, and he didn't. First, he was staying, and now.
But he made his last stand by making it so that nothing can be done for 3 months.
But he told Trump, you will see Canada in part of USA, as you will see ice bulb in the hell. It's too hot, so it will melt that. So it doesn't look that he's still barking on Trump. So that's good.
Mm-hmm. So it's an interesting time all over the world.
Do you have any prayers?
Yep. We have a prayer for...
and prayers for the people affected by fires in California, for the safety of people and best outcome as possible. I know so many of them will lose everything, and I can't imagine that.
Sherry Berry is asking prayers for her son's wife. Was just told her mother died suddenly, and please pray for her and also for him and his family, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, it is affecting everyone in the family, so prayers for Berry.
Sherry Berry's son,
daughter.
My son's wife.
Yeah, daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm. Maggie Zeal is asking for prayers for my eldest sister who lost her doggy yesterday. She's devastated by the loss. Yeah, family member, no matter who it is.
Puppies are our extended family. We know that they are not forever. That the worst part is.
Yeah, but there's another one lined up to come in.
Hopefully, I will have enough life ahead of me, but I don't think. I think this might be the last one.
She's young still. Kelly McCall is asking for prayers for those who have been struck by fire, ice, blizzard, tornadoes, and floods.
Oh, so many of this disaster, and earthquakes as well.
It's time to unite together, and that's what all these changes are about.
And
we're evolving.
Something good is coming out of every bad thing, but it's very hard to believe when we are in the bad moment.
Mm-hmm. But everything that I've gone through, I keep on looking at it, and it may have happened years ago, and then the situation will come up now, and I'll think, oh, now I know why I had to go through that in order to be able to help somebody now.
Yeah, and it is sometimes we think, oh, it's end of the world, but eventually it was for good for us. So no matter what, it's something that, and for the homeless people in California who don't have the vehicles to run away from the fires. Because, when people have cars, they can run away. But if they don't have money and cars, that must be much harder for them to be transported. So prayers for those people without support. And prayers for Leszek, for my son. He is in that area as well.
Teresa's making a quick comment. I'm surprised didn't change Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of Trump. Anyways, Violetta will be doing her recording on Friday night. So please send your questions, not right now, but after the video is posted. Put your questions in there and she'll answer them on Friday night, and it'll be posted Saturday morning. See you Saturday, if everything will go. And all my viewers from California, I'm thinking about you all the time. Oh, can we end up with just one little thing? Cutie plea 1, 2, 3. Is there any good news the guides can give us?
Trump will be like a little poopy baby, and no one would like to change his diapers. That's the good news. I don't know, but it will be. See you next month. See you on Saturday morning. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Poopy baby. Smelly baby.